Good morning. Today we're going to be building a brand new railway station based off St Pancras in London. Welcome back to MorningCraft. So first things first, it's time for a little bit of cleanup from our last build. We can see this horrible slab of stone that's been left there since we fixed this facade. And it really needs to be replaced if we want it to blend nicely between the tunnel and the cathedral. And so I used the chiselled stone from the railings and brought that all the way down to the start of the archway, and I set the wall back by one block and added a few lights. I think that's just a little bit nicer, and now we should be able to get back to working on our railway. St Paul's Cathedral is an absolute icon from London, but this railway station here is so boring you can barely even notice it. And it just won't do for such a beautiful and up and coming city. So we're going to need to replace this railway station with one that it deserves. You can see we've got the two sides and then a middle section. And so I extended this staircase to give it a pathway into the middle section. And it's not much of a middle section, it's just some mud bricks with nothing inside them. These kinds of facades are really good for getting an idea of what you want to do with a space, but they're not very good in terms of looking great, so it's time to replace it with a proper station. And with our pathway complete, we could get to work on the middle section of the building. Now I want to do a huge tower, specifically the tower from St Pancras Station in London. So let's get started on that now. You can see I've put in the basic shape of it here, and I think it looks pretty good as a beginning point. But we're going to need to decorate this with all the details so that it really reflects what we're trying to copy. Before, the train station was barely visible, and now it has quite the profile on the side of the mountain. Although it does look pretty awful, just being built out of mud. And so I went ahead and added some deep slate, and I'm going to need to fill out all of the deep slate to finish this tower. And so as night turns back into day, we can see the structure of our tower coming together. You can see the sharp and pointed shape, and as we fall off this roof of the castle, there we go, boing, we can absolutely lock in on this pretty nice tower design. I'm playing with camera angles, give me a break. I don't know if they're good or not. Let me know. Yeah, anyway, pointed tower. It's super pointy now, and we've got a wind direction detector and a clock. We already have I don't know, 2 or 3 clocks in this city. We definitely need another one. And so there we go, a gold clock, and you can see I copied the sort of beige and brown colour switching from the actual tower, and I think I did a pretty good job. And now our train station looks like something that's actually worthy of respect, instead of a hole dug into the side of a mountain. I mean, it is still a hole dug into the side of a mountain, but it has a cool clock. So what's not to like? But clocks are pretty important, and knowing what time it is pretty important, but it's always good to remember that no matter what you do, time is still going to pass. So don't worry about it. You know, if you've got a goal and it's 5 years away, that's okay. Those 5 years are going to pass no matter what you do. Oh, if I run every day in a year, I'll be able to do a marathon. Maybe someone says that. Well, if you don't run every day, next year you're still going to be a year older. Just whether or not you'll be able to do the marathon. So yeah, look at the tower. It's pretty cool. It's got some gold on it. That's kind of cool. And it's got some sandstone mixed in with the mud brick. Also very cool. And now we can also increase the tally of buildings I've copied from real life. It's getting quite high now. But there we have it. We've transformed our boring train station into I think it's a pretty decent looking one from the real world. And it was quite a simple build. Didn't take too long. And most of all, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It looks great from a distance, but it's quite it doesn't really stand out too much in Thaldrim. We've already got a somewhat similar clock tower, and it's definitely not the tallest build, especially when it's sitting in the valley beneath the clock tower and the cathedral and the castle. But it's still a whole ton better than the little mud hut we had in the side of the mountain. I'm not really sure what I'm going to build next episode. I'm sure I'll come up with something. But Thaldrim's really filling up, so now it's more about what I'd like than what the city actually needs. I think I'd probably do with finishing the defences on the outskirts. That could be a good move. Let me know what you think I should build in the comments down below. I also really like the trick of using pointed dripstone for a sort of spire. It's something I saw Stroopy and Phantom PC do when they built Gronskal. They used it on the log walls to make them look sharp, and I think it looks pretty good here. Normally I'd just use like a wall, then a fence post, and then an iron gate. But yeah, I kind of like that there. I think it gives the right sort of diagonal movement. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Yeah, that's all there is to really be said. Hope it's good.